This is a really important one. And this feeds into one of the points I made earlier about the coffee shop. Let's imagine you go in the coffee shop. You probably, unless you're a complete loner, are not going in there by yourself. The people you're going in the coffee shop with should be the people doing the same thing you do. Analyzing the price of things, analyzing the rent, analyzing how much the coffees cost, how much do the staff cost, can money be made here, could we make more money if we open somewhere next door, is there any gaps on the market, are there any mistakes they're making, identifying problems, etc. Everyone you roll with should be thinking about money. The lesson number 21 is, network is everything. This is super important. If you're a loser and you're rolling with losers, you are going to stay. I'm gonna write this down in case you motherfuckers don't believe me. So I'm gonna make this extremely clear to you. If you're a loser and you're rolling with losers, you are going to stay a loser. I don't know if you can see that. You're going to stay a loser. Underline. Losers roll with losers and winners roll with winners. Number 21, network is everything. The people around you need to be thinking about money, thinking about hustling. If they're not, you don't need to talk to them. I hear this all the time. Oh, but he's my friend. We like hanging out. Hanging out, why? To do what? Play video games? Make jokes? Ha ha, he's so funny. Ha ha. Ooh, ha ha ha. Jerk each other off? The fuck you doing? If your friends aren't talking about money, why are you talking to them? This is why I started the war room. If you're watching this and you're not in the war room, get inside. Everyone in there is hustling. Everyone in there is interested in increasing their income and changing their lives. That is the point of a network. To increase your life, you're a node in the network. That's how networks work. You got nodes and you got links. You come into the network, you're a node. You know people, you help them, they help you, etc. Network is everything. And in my networking brilliance course, if you don't have that as well, I teach you how to meet high-level people and how to make high-level people like you, how to have high-level friends, how to get multi-millionaire friends, etc. How to pitch them for investment, all that. I teach you all in the network brilliance course. So you've got the war room, the network brilliance course that will help you with this. If you haven't got them yet, get them because they're going to help you. You need a network around you. You need people on your phone who are talking about money and doing important things. You need to be mixing with them. That needs to be your network. If you're rolling with a bunch of video game playing losers, you're going to stay a video game playing loser. This is super important. Your network has to change if you want to really become a hustler. Everyone around you needs to have a hustle. Even if all the people around you don't have hustles. Remember what I said earlier about finding free staff. Okay, let's say all your friends are losers. Well, now you've got a brilliant idea. So now you're the leader. I want to run this company. You're going to do this, you're going to do this, you're going to do this. If they all sit there and go, no, I'm tired, I don't have time, blah, 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 then these people are completely useless. They're wasters. Get rid of them. They either agree to work for you or fuck them off. Find some new friends. Join the war room. In the war room, you can link up with people all around the world who are getting shit done. Get the Network Brilliance course. Learn how to get fucking important friends. Your network is everything. I don't answer the phone to broke boys. You call my phone, if I answer, that dude's important. When broke boys call me, it gets ignored. All rich people are the same. I cannot stand being around people who are not on a mission to get rich. That is the only mission I'm interested in. Everyone I hang around with is on the same mission. We ain't got time for no dumb shit. So if you're still participating in dumb shit, you have got to change your mindset absolutely. If your network's full of losers, employ them. If they refuse to work for you, fuck them off, find new friends. If you can't find friends, the war room will give you a network instantly. That's the whole point of the war room. International network of moneymakers. We're not playing any fucking games in the war room. Right. Next point, number 22. Keep your panties dry till the big guy's hard. So, too many people get excited about business they ain't got, or excited about business they do have. This is just monetary exchange, gentlemen. You have to be a fucking professional. James Bond may enjoy fucking bitches, but you don't see him excited about fucking bitches. He enjoys it, but he ain't excited. He's smooth, he's cool. He's never giddy about it. You launch your business. You start to see some money coming in. Money's coming in. You're making some sales. Good. Be happy. Be proud of yourself. But don't be giddy. Don't be like, oh, wow. Don't be going to see clients and like, oh, I can't wait. I really want to work. It's going to be so much fun. This is numbers on a screen, gentlemen. That's all this shit is. Numbers on a screen. You're moving numbers around. Let me get rid of the big loser sign before one of you guys start crying. Oh, he called me a loser. You are a fucking loser. Learn some emotional control. Don't be getting all giddy and shit. Keep your panties dry till the big guy's hard. Don't know why I wrote that down, but that's the basic lesson here. I see so many people get giddy and excited. Oh, we might get this much money. One, you haven't got the money yet. Two, even if you got the money, good. All you have to do you know what you have to do when money comes in the door? Let me tell you, motherfuckers, because maybe you don't know. This is me. Here's my muscles. Again. Money comes into the door on Tuesday. On Wednesday, do you know what I do? I wake up and I try and find some more fucking money. Don't be getting excited about money. Because when money comes in, you're allowed just 2 or 3 seconds of excitement when you check the bank. Then it doesn't exist anymore. It's here, okay, there. Now it's done. This is done. It's in, it's done, it's gone. Even if I still save it, it's effectively gone. You have to find a way to make more. You shouldn't be getting excited about big chunks of money or any chunks of money. You should always be pushing for more. Don't be getting excited about what you've already achieved. You can't live in the fucking past. Second that the business is done, it's the past. Living in the past is going to sink your business. You have to live in the future, constantly pushing for more. I wake up every day broke. Every day I wake up at zero, poor, every fucking day. No matter how much money I made the day before. That's not how I operate. Every day is a new day. You wake up broke. Do not be getting giddy and excited and emotional. Oh, but last week we had a really good week. Who cares? That was last week. Last week, fucking Iran hadn't attacked an American army base in Iraq. Last week was a different fucking world. This is this week. Shit's different. Don't be getting excited about old shit. Every single day you are poor. Every single day you need to attack and go again. Every single day. Every day you wake up at zero. Don't be getting giddy and excited and emotional about money you've already made or money you might make, which is even worse. I used to know so many sales guys. When I worked at TriStar, the first TV company before I went to run T2, so many sales guys would be fucking in the office laughing, drinking their coffee, talking shit, saying, oh, I've got 4 really good leads, I've got 4 really good pitches, they should be coming in today. Laughing about money that they thought was coming that they hadn't made yet. And even if all 4 came in, which it never happened, 2 came in, but even if 4 came in, the time they're wasting being happy fucking around, they could have found more. Don't fucking waste time counting money that you ain't got yet or counting money you've already got. You live right now in the present. Right now, I'm going to draw another diagram. I'm starting to get happy with my diagrams now. I think my art's getting better. Do you think my art's getting better?
Not really, no.
I think it's getting better. So my art's getting really good. So because my art's getting good, we're going to draw another diagram. I want you motherfuckers to understand something. So this is you. This is the past. This is the future. You're looking this way. This shit doesn't matter anymore. It's come, it's gone. Even if it's still in the bank, even if it's $10 million, it doesn't matter. It's over, it's finished. You should never be looking that way. You should always be chasing more. And you should be living here in the present. When I say chasing, I don't mean excited for. I mean getting. You need to get it from here and move it to here. And forget about it. More. If I have a really, really good day with Cam, when I had really good days with Cam, sometimes I had all my girls online. It was popping. Every room was busy. The girls had like healthy competition between each other and all their clients were trying to help them win tip wars and it was going off. And we made fucking $12,000, $13,000 in a day. Profit for me after I paid the girls and everything. Really, really busy. The next day I'd wake up and every fucking girl was lazy. Oh, we did really good yesterday. Oh, can we have today off? Or they'd go online, they'd half-ass it. And I'd be like, no. Yesterday's done. Yeah, it was a good day, but it's over. Today is a new day. Today you're on zero. Oh, but yesterday I made so much. Yesterday, I don't live in yesterday. I live in today. And the only day that's coming for me is tomorrow. Yesterday is gone. You have to be that way with money. So many business people will do a little bit of business and fucking sit on their ass. There's some dork on Twitter called Kyle Trouble. Kyle Trouble, such a stupid name. And I could just tell by his whole face he's a nerd. And the guy is fucking on Twitter going, oh, I had a really bad year. I took my foot off the gas. You want to teach people about business? and he's saying publicly on Twitter that he made a little bit of money, so he became a lazy piece of shit, and then his money ran out or his business fell apart and now he's broke? You fucking dumb? Lazy, so he can sit around in his apartment getting jerked off by his free girlfriend? Like, what the fuck's wrong with people? Fuck this. Put it here, forget about it. More, next. I don't care how big of a deal you do. I don't care how many tokens you make online on Cam Girl. I don't care what happened yesterday. It's over. You have to push forward at all times. I've seen so many people do a little bit of business and end up fucking changing their attitude to money. Oh, I've got some money now. No, you don't have shit. That's yesterday's money. You need to get today's money. Right. Next. 23. This is important. Very important. Because this is a business hack I learned. So I'm going to clean my board. And I'm going to teach you my business hack that nobody does. You're about to learn something that nobody does. Only I do. And it works fucking brilliantly. It works brilliantly. Check this out. My business hack is, drum roll, send people their money back. They love that shit. So check this. How many times have you bought something and you really wanted it, but then you kind of looked at your bank afterwards and thought, that was expensive. What a bit of a waste of money. Do you know what I mean? So what I used to do when I sold advertising was, I had this trick where I'd sell a package, let's say, I don't know, 2,000. I'd sell it, they'd buy it. They'd buy. When the invoice come in, I'd call them up and go, hey, this is Andrew Tate from N2, da-da-da-da. He's like, oh, hi, Andrew, blah, blah. I say, yeah. I just want to let you know that some things have changed. I don't think now is the optimal time for you to start your advertising. I'm interested in this as much as you are. I have a vested interest in this working. I don't want to just take your money. I want to make sure that this pays off for both of us. Because if it pays off for both of us, we can do a lot of business in the future. I think it'd be better to wait about 2 weeks. In 2 weeks from now, I think it's going to be a better opportunity. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you your money back now. I don't want to sit on your money. It's your money. We can still do the campaign. I just think if we wait a week, maybe 2, not very long, I think there's going to be some more opportunities in the market. And they'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, all right, that's what you think. I said, yeah, well, I want this to work. I want to, I've been doing this a long time. I want to make sure this is very, very good for both of us, blah, blah, blah. And I'd send them their money back. And they'd be like, what the fuck? I tried to buy, and he gave me my money back. It's kind of like a takeaway. You know the takeaway trick. I tried to buy it, and he said no, and he gave me my money back. And now they trust you loads, because no one gives refunds. No one gives money back. So he gave me my money back. Then when I called him a week later and said, bang, now it's time to do business. I've got a fantastic opportunity. We're going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to do this. We have this gap, we have that gap, da-da-da-da. It's only 3,000. The marker stopped working. Every fucking time they buy. They'd be like, oh, that's more. So yeah, I know it's more than last time. I mean, we can do the 2,000 package now, but there's a really good opportunity here. You build so much trust when you send the money back that they will spend more later. I did this trick with every fucking customer. Every client would buy, pay, call them up. Now's not the right time. Send them their money back. Talk some shit about how I'm really looking after them, how I want a really good relationship, blah, 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 and then hit them up for a bigger invoice. Every fucking time. And it always worked. It works because the trust you build when you send someone their money back is immense, because no one does that. Nobody does that. Remember what I said earlier about there's only 100 people on Twitter who want to buy a bullshit ebook. It's the same with everything. So my logic was this. I'm making phone calls all day for N2 on the days I worked. Let's say I make 100 phone calls. Only one of those people is in a position to buy something. The other 99 are never going to buy no matter what I say. So that one person who buys, I had to make as much money as possible. What was I teaching earlier, one of the lessons earlier? They don't buy on price. You have to get people to buy things expensive. So that one person who bought for 2,000, the only way I can make more money is to get him to pay for more. There's only one customer that day. And this was the system I developed, the send the money back system. And it's fantastic. So even if you're selling $17 ebooks, let people buy for $17. Email them and say, you know what? I'm going to update the ebook now, so I'm going to send you your money back. I'm sending you your money back because the ebook's going to be updated. I want you to have the most updated version. Let me know how to pay you. Email them personally so they have to see it and reply. Don't just click refund. They might not notice. Let them look at that and go, okay. Oh yeah, okay, send the money here. Send them their 17 bucks back. Then they'll be like, okay, that was weird. Then email them again, hey, let you know, working on the update, it's gonna be out soon, da, da, da. I think you're really gonna like it. I could have, and then remind them, I could have left you with the older version, but I think it'd be better to have the most up-to-date stuff. Bang, email them again. Watch that person go, oh yeah, you know, I really appreciate that. Most people wouldn't do that. Most people wouldn't care. Because now you've sent them their money back. This person's in, you don't understand the psychological effect this has on people. Now they're like, whoa, I can trust this dude. Then you come at them and go, hey, so it's updated. I've updated, I'm gonna give you the latest version. As well as that, I've got a new product that's coming out. It's not out yet, it's blah, 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 blah. It's worth $100, da, da, da. If you're interested in both, I can give you both for 40. Bang, I guarantee you he buys it. You've turned a $17 sale into a $40 sale with a 2-day wait and a fucking 2 emails. You've doubled your turnover. You've doubled your turnover. Do you have any idea how important that is? You've doubled your turnover with a 2-day wait and a couple emails and a bullshit story. You ain't gonna update anything because they've never seen the original ebooks. They don't know if it's updated or not. You just have to add on another ebook you already had. A big famoose. Famoose is the word I invented in T2. Famoose. You take the money, famoose them. You famoose a goose and you famease the geese. This is business. Listen. He's the goose. You famoose him. You famoose him by taking his $17, emailing him, sending it back, promising a whole bunch of fucking updates, then saying you can get a bundle worth $120 for $40 because he waited, and you apologize for the wait. Like you're doing him a fucking favor. I know you bought 2 days ago. I've updated the ebook now. I know you've done a bit of a wait, so if you want my $100 product for only an extra $20, I'll give you both for $40. Sorry for the delay. Oh, he's doing me a favor. Yeah, okay, he gave me the update, and I got his ebook from Famoose the Goose. Bang, doubled your turnover. And it only works because you send that money back. When you send people their money back, I guarantee you it changes how they think. So that's a trick you need to start implementing. Finding ways you can send people their money back. Because that shit works. Trust me, I did that for a very, very long time. Especially with low value products with 17 bucks. You ain't making no money on 17 bucks. Send that back, aim for 40s or 50s. That's how you get paid. All it takes is a few emails in between. Keep a spreadsheet so you don't get confused. Be moderately organized. It's easier to double your turnover as a business this way than any other way. There's no easier way to double your turnover. Trying to get double the customers at 17 is gonna be a lot harder than just fucking a couple emails and doubling your turnover. Double. I've just doubled your business with a very simple trick. I'm a genius. I'm a genius. I'm a genius. And I know this shit works because I did it all my fucking self. I've done this. I'm a genius. Literally. I used to do this all the time with advertising. Oh, I've just bought. Yeah, I'm gonna send it back. Now's not the right time. Oh, but we really want to do it. It's part of our marketing strategy. Yeah, okay, I'll be in touch. Don't worry. I'm going to identify the right time. Bang, higher price. 24, you have to hard close. Now, a lot of people already understand this. This is why they do false urgency, buy now, running out of time, blah, blah, blah. But you have to hard close people because people don't buy things without being hard closed. So you have to find a way to close them. You either have to do the false urgency thing, we're running out of time, or you can just do, if you don't buy now, it's gonna be very hard to get this deal later on, blah, blah, blah. Now everyone knows this is very basic sales. But in my experience, I've tried soft closing and I've tried hard closing. Hard closing is better. With hard closing, you're gonna lose some people. The people you close outshine or outweighs the people you lose. I see so many businesses and they're just working softly, just waiting for people, waiting. It's better to go hard and just get the business done or not. You have 10 potential leads. My board's still wet, so I can't draw for you. I'm sorry, I know you love my diagrams. You have 10 potential leads. It's better to hard close, come in like Rambo, close 5 and lose 5 than sitting there on 10 that might drop in, might not drop in. Because that 10 that might drop in, might not drop in, fucks with you. It fucks with your estimated numbers. It fucks with, oh, maybe tomorrow we'll have money. It wastes your time. No. Blow them out the water. Get some definites. A definite is better than a maybe. Get a definite. Some people go, oh, I've got this maybe, this maybe, this maybe. Why are they maybes? Make a phone call right now and find the fuck out. Come up right now and say, look, we're filling up for the month. We're really getting really full. I want to do business with you. I think we can do some fantastic business. I understand you may not be ready to move ahead right now. But if you can move ahead right now, because it's the last place I have available for the month, I'm prepared to give you X amount % discount. Yes or no? Oh, no, I can't. Okay, no problem. We'll speak in a few weeks. Bang, fuck them off. Bang, next. Someone will go, okay, yeah, I'll do it. Bang, get them in. It's better to have, what's the saying? A bird in hand is worth 2 in the bush. Stop fucking around with maybes. There is no maybes. You got to close. You got people out there, if they want to do business with you, they either do or they don't. Everyone's a maybe. Maybe I'll go to the moon. Right now, maybe I'm a fucking astronaut. It doesn't mean anything until NASA calls me up and says, get on the fucking rocket. Am I an astronaut or not? Too many of you are letting fucking maybes fuck around, and don't do that. Next point, talking about maybes, number 25. And I think a lot of people already know this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Business ain't real till they pay. We're on number 25. We're only a quarter of the way through. Think how much shit you've learned in this university. We're a quarter of the way through. 25. It ain't real till they pay. And I mean money in the bank. So when I was running Vixels, remember Vixels, my TV company I was running at the same time I was working at N2? I had the chance to land a deal for a company called Glorious Foods. Is Glorious Foods still a company? Let me have a look. I'm curious. Glorious Foods. Gee. And what they did is they had food brands in superstores in the UK. Glorious Foods. Glorious Food, yeah. Oh no, this is a caterer. Fuck. Anyway, they were a very big company. So Tristan called and pitched Glorious Foods for TV. Spoke to a junior marketing manager. Convinced her TV was a fantastic idea. We were talking about sponsorships on the food channel, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, this was a £600,000 deal with £250,000 profit for me and Tristan. £250,000. So he convinces her TV's a good idea, blah, blah, blah. Organize a meeting. I go up to the meeting. In the meeting, I meet the head of marketing, the big boss, and this little loser that Tristan famoosed on the phone. I do the meeting, and I destroy it, because I'm a chi. It was beautiful. Completely destroyed the meeting from head to toe. Bang, did it. They loved me. They loved it. They wanted to do business. I sent them the proposed advertising plan. They loved it. I sent them the contract. They loved it. The deal was done. Me and T, it was done. And when I say done, I know you don't count money until it's in the bank, but it was done. They'd emailed back, yes, no problem. They'd signed the contract. The deal was done. We were just waiting for the money to show in the bank. Anyway, so we're emailing. The head of marketing, whatever, got sick. So when you emailed her, it came back saying, hi, on unexpected leave, I'm dying of some fucking disease, whatever. She got sick. The junior marketing manager had no power. And it turns out the big managing director didn't want to start a TV campaign when the marketing manager was away. So he just wouldn't pay the invoice. Stop fucking. Sue me. Because he knew they were so big, this is like £1 billion company, that we couldn't sue them. Like, I know they signed the contract, but what the fuck are we really going to do about it? Like, we're just me and my brother. Take them to court, waste our time and money? Bullshit. So we're sitting there waiting for money, and guess what? It never comes. Until the money's in the bank, it ain't real. Doesn't matter if they signed the contract, doesn't matter if they said yes, doesn't matter if they've agreed to everything, doesn't matter if you've started the work. Nothing matters until money is in the bank. This is super important, because me and Tristan, when we realized the Glorious Food money wasn't coming, that was the closest I've ever come to feeling genuine depression in a very long time. We were so excited about that money. We did exactly what I said don't do. We got giddy. We weren't professional. We were excited. $250,000 liquid cash. What can we do? We can do this. We can go there. Or buy this, buy that. Change our lives. All this bullshit. We weren't rich then. That's life-changing money. Do not get excited about money until it's in the bank. Super, super important. Because trust me, that Glorious Foods thing fucked me up for like a week. I couldn't even work properly for a week. I was so pissed off. Totally demotivated. Don't let that happen to you. And that feeds into the next part, number 26. Stress tolerance. You need to learn to care about things mentally, but not emotionally. How successful you are as a hustler is directly linked to how much stress you can tolerate. Money making is only stress tolerance. So when you're making money, most of the time, what you're doing is you're taking stress off other people, especially if you provide a service. Even if it's a cleaning service, you're taking away stress from someone else. You're adopting someone else's stress for cash. The more stress you can adopt, the more money you can take. You need to have high stress tolerance as a hustler, as a moneymaker, as a businessman. You have to be able to deal with stress. Things are going to go wrong all the fucking time. You have to be able to just ride the waves. So, in life, usually there's two kinds of people. You have the stoner dickhead who smokes weed, who doesn't give a shit about anything, who gets nowhere. And you have the person who cares about things, but is very emotional, very uptight. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, no, this has gone wrong. Angry, blah, 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 running around like a nutcase. You don't want to be either of them. You want to be in the middle. You have to care about things mentally, but not emotionally. Andrew, the website's gone down, and PayPal have blocked us, and whatever. You need to sit there and go, okay, yeah, all right, I understand. Let's find a solution, ... And you need to care mentally, but not be getting emotional about it. Stress tolerance is a huge aspect of this. Most of you people out there, the only reason you're not successful is because you can't tolerate stress. And I'm saying this to you now. You cannot tolerate stress. I mean, what do you mean? I know you can't, because if you could, you'd already have side businesses, and you don't. You work a job and you don't have side businesses because, oh, I'm busy, oh, I'm tired. This is sales stress tolerance. Needing to sleep is stress, that shows you have a low stress tolerance. Not having the energy shows you have a low stress tolerance. Not knowing what to do, it's a low stress tolerance. You do know what to do. You have ideas, you're just lazy and you're just afraid of the effort and you don't like the idea of stress. Oh, now I got more things to do. I can't handle it, more things. You're a little fucking baby. Stress tolerance is super important. Life's stressful. Being successful is stressful. I have 8 supercars on the drive, and it's all stress to fucking get them. And I enjoy them when I drive them, and I wouldn't have it any other way. You have to increase your stress tolerance. You're going to be stressed. You have to learn to do more things and deal with more bullshit. Increase your stress tolerance. If you're watching this right now, I don't care what position you're in, start a company today and deal with the bullshit. The quicker you get better at swimming through bullshit, the quicker you're going to get through the bullshit and to the end, which is money. Stress tolerance is super, super important. I can't stress that enough. 27. I kind of touched on this earlier with the protein shake. So let's draw the protein shake again. Because I kind of touched on this earlier, but it's an important point. How was my beautiful protein shake? It was really nice. I'm going to see if I can do it as good as before. Label. Got a lid.
Stick to boxing, mate.
That's good. So, protein shakes. The way you sell protein shakes is you convince people they need them. This is one of the most basic tenets of business. You have to convince people they need whatever you sell. You don't talk about the product. You talk about their need. What's the old adage that they do? Sell me this pen. Have you ever heard that before? Sell me this pen. People go, oh, well, this pen is blue, and this pen is, it's made of plastic, and it's durable. No, that's not how you sell a pen. Sell me this pen. You need to be able to write things down. But I've already got a pen. Yeah, but now you can write more things down because you have another pen. How are you going to write down all your ideas? Think of all the things you can write down. You can write the next novel. You can become a J.K. Rowling. You can become a billionaire if you had a pen. You don't have a pen. You need a pen to write things down. Sell the need. Don't sell the product. It's blue and it's plastic. As opposed to you can become J.K. Rowling because you need a pen to write things down. You have to sell the need at all times. Most people don't sell the need. Have you noticed with me, I never sell the product. So let's look at my products compared to other dorks who sell stuff online. So you'll see other dorks who go, my 18-page ebook includes blah, 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 blah. Have I ever told you how many pages are in my books or how many exact modules you're getting? Did you know how many modules you were getting with this university? Did I say this many videos, this? No, because that's selling the product. And you don't care. You signed up anyway. If I would have said 10 videos of this and an ebook and PDFs, who cares? I sold you the need. You need to know what I know about business. It's the need that sells, not the product. So whatever you're selling, it doesn't matter what it is, sell the need. Even if you're selling fucking raspberries, they need raspberries. Why do I need raspberries? You need raspberries because it's good for your, immune system. Talk some shit. Super berries, whatever. That's what goji berries do. What the fuck is a goji berry? I've never heard of a goji berry. Now I see them everywhere. Superfood. Goji berries, the superfood. Superfood, why? I ate goji berries. I feel exactly the same. It's bullshit. But they sell on need. Superfood, you need goji berries all of a fucking sudden. I don't even know what they look like. Anyway, sell the need. At all times, you will catch yourself not selling the need. All the times you'll catch yourself not selling the need. So, even a coffee shop. This is the biggest mistake things like coffee shops make. They don't sell the need. A coffee shop will sell you on price. They'll try and do it nice and cheap because they have lots of competition. They'll have a nice looking coffee shop. They'll have like a good, nice chairs that'll look nice, whatever. But they very rarely sell the need. If I had a coffee shop, I would have a massive sign outside saying, tired, ? Nice warm coffee. The need. Because everyone's tired, aren't they? Everyone's stressed. Everyone's going through life. Da, da, da. Tired? A bit. Nice warm coffee. Yeah, nice warm coffee. Okay. Walk in. That's selling the need. I don't say Arabica beans in a cup. Who gives a shit? Care about fucking beans? Sell the need at all times. Never take your eye off that prize. If you're still paying attention, which you motherfucking should be, write that down. Already, all the information I've given you should be formulating how you view business. You might have to watch this university 3 or 4 times. But at the core of it, always you have money in. That's your business. The rest is bullshit. Everything has to feed back to this. Selling the need will feed back to this. People buy things they need. They sometimes buy things they want, but they always buy things they need. That's why they have to need what you sell. So find a way to make them need it. Next, this is something that most people don't understand. My experience of business, if you're going to be a hustler and you're trying to get rich, is as follows. Until you are a big rich company, or until you have lots of money in the bank, contracts are not real. Legal paperwork are not real. None of these things are real. Look at the Glorious Foods example. They signed the contract. They owed me that money. If I would have taken them to court, I would have spent a lot of money. And would they have paid me in the end? No. None of these things are real. Do you know why legality isn't real? Because legality defies rule 1 of the Hustlers University. What's rule 1? Rule 1 is speed. And guess what lawsuits are? Slow. Super slow. And if you're a new business, you do not have time to be fucking suing people. It's going to take forever. Years. Years for a maybe. And even if you do get a yes, they can still delay years if they even pay you, which they probably won't. It's different if you're like suing a huge news outlet or something. You know, like the Covington kids did. That's different. But in general, you want to do your business based on trust and cash. You don't want to be having, oh, I don't really trust all the contracts. Well, I've got the contract. I've got the contract. If they don't want to pay you, they're not going to pay you. Fucking fuck a contract. And what are you really going to do about it? It's bullshit. I am not a fan of contracts. I don't work with contracts. I don't like legality. It's very, very slow. So if you're looking to start your business, you're like, okay, we need a contract with this person, contract with that person. You know what's better than contracts? Mutual interest. It's good for me if I do my part. It's good for him if he does his part. Look at how a road works. You're driving down the road. There's a car here. There's a car here. Why do they not crash into each other? Well, it's good for him if they don't crash, and it's good for him if they don't crash. Nobody wants to crash, so we all avoid it. Isn't that better than having a contract saying we won't crash? What the fuck does the contract mean? And then he does crash into me. Well, I have the contract, but the crash has already happened and everything's a fucking mess. Mutual interest. Find a way to do business with people with mutual interest. My suppliers, I don't need a contract from my supplier because they want me to buy things from them. For what contract? For what? I see so many people who get involved in business start talking about contracts because they like to sound smart. Very much like we were talking about earlier on about people who like to spend money at the beginning and get their logo and spend money and get a big back end and all this bullshit. They like to sound intelligent. That's not business. This is business. Money in. The rest ain't business. Contracts aren't business. Contracts are just some fucking bullshit you might have to deal with when you get bigger. But in general, don't be thinking if I can get him to sign a contract, then I've got it. You haven't got anything. You've got a piece of paper. And if you try and enforce that contract, it's going to bankrupt you. So don't be relying on contracts anyway. I see a lot of people doing that, and I don't know why. A piece of paper doesn't mean shit unless you enforce it. And enforcement is very, very slow and very, very expensive. So forget about contracts. Find a way, if you're going to have to work with another company or another person, for there to be mutual interest. Mutual self-interest keeps the traffic of the world flowing. It keeps the business world flowing too. That whole suing each other bullshit, that's some mess you don't want to get mixed up in. That ain't going to get you rich. Hustlers are looking to get money. You're looking to do this. Suing people is a big fucking outlay for a long, long time. It's bullshit. So fuck contracts. Make sure your partners need you. And make sure you need your partners. This is a very, very important one. So I used to know a guy. Hopefully he doesn't buy this course. I knew a guy. I don't know the exact business he had. It was something to do with self-employed employees to avoid them having to pay tax or something, they'd use his company, and he helped them all under one umbrella company pay less tax, something like this. I don't understand. It was in England. But there was him and 2 other partners. There's 3 of them in total. And one day he went into work, and his 2 partners had fucked him over and screwed him out of his own company because they had the majority share. It's 33% each, 66%, they fucked him off and got rid of him. Why'd they get rid of him? Because they didn't need him anymore. Didn't need him anymore. You need to make sure your partners always need you, and you need to make sure you always need your partners. Not want, need. If you look at your partners and realize they don't need you or you don't need them, then you should do it on your own. And stop being a pussy, stop being a coward. Because you can be the absolute managing director, and you can find your number 1 employee from your old company or someone you really trust and make them your number 2 in command. Now you effectively have a partner. This is another thing you don't understand. People want partners because they like the idea of having someone to vibe off of or work with, or someone who they can check their thinking with. That's fine. If you have a partner and you both need each other and it's 50-50, good. I'm not saying don't have partners. I have partners in some of my companies. However, you can still have all the benefits of a partner with a number 2 in command who's loyal to you. Now you still have benefits of a partner, but you control everything. So make sure you need your partners and they need you. There's lots of ways you can do that. Mutual self-interest. You can do things, they can do things. You need to work together to get the job done. Otherwise, feel free to just hire someone and make sure they're your second in command and just make them feel important and use them to bounce your thinking and be the only person who's in control. Don't get fucked at your company. Not that it's likely to happen, but still. Even if you're making loads of money, you have a partner you don't need, now you've half the amount of money you're making. Why? Next point. Business. Number 30. Every purchase is an impulse purchase. So, if someone does eventually buy from you, even if they've been thinking about it for a long time, the moment they finally decide to pull the trigger and buy is an impulse purchase. That's why I say hard close. That's why people do false scarcity, all these things to try and get them to impulse buy. You can go and do a lot of research on impulse purchases, how they work, why people make them, etc. Everybody, after they purchase, the time between the money leaving the bank and them receiving the product, even if it's a few milliseconds, is going to have that little bit of, it's a lot of money I just spent. Every single purchase is an impulse purchase. Remember that. Keep it in mind. I've had a lot of people say to me, oh, you're selling impulse purchases. I don't. Mine's a considered purchase. No, it's an impulse purchase. A house is an impulse purchase. A supercar is an impulse purchase. At the point of buying, it's an impulse purchase. No matter how long they consider it for, when they finally click send, it's an impulse purchase. So all the tactics and tricks I'm teaching you to get people to impulsively buy, work on every single kind of sale, because every single kind of sale is an impulse purchase. Don't get stuck up in some bullshit thinking, oh, mine's not an impulse, like you're better than everyone else. Oh, mine's not an impulse purchase, mine's considered. Shut up. It's all impulse purchasing. All of it. Everybody impulse purchases. And that's why you have to look, if you're going to look at any kind of sales tips and tricks, look at impulse purchasing, how it works, why people do it, and those are the factors you need to implement, especially when you're trying to close a considered purchase. If you've been talking to them for a long time, you're trying to close them, bang. You're trying to convince them to make an impulse purchase. It's as simple as that. All sales are impulse purchases. And they're not buying on price. Those two go together very, very well. Remember those 2 points. It's important. So how does a real estate agent do that? Like a house is a considered purchase. This is where you're going to live and it's very, very expensive. Well, they come and they show you around, they make you want it, and then they start telling you other people have won it. Other people are viewing the house, they're going to put in an offer, trying to force you to make an impulse yes or no. Okay, we'll take it. They understand. Everyone understands. It's always an impulse purchase. You have to put something there to make people buy. Make them do it or they're simply not going to do it. Do not give people open-ended time frames. If I say, you can have this pen today for X amount, or you can come back to me anytime and get the pen. No rush. Why would I buy now? I'll live without the pen for a while until I really need the pen. And I'm not going to need the pen unless you convince me of the needs. So I'm never going to buy the pen. Everything's an impulse purchase. You have to convince them on needs, and you have to hard close them. This is something, just understand the nature of how people sell and how people buy, because this is the same with absolutely everything, no matter what it is. Next, promise your clients a future. This is important. A lot of people I see do not sell a future with their clients, and I don't understand why. You should sell a future with your clients. You should say, look, we're going to work together for a very long time. In the future, X, Y, Z is going to happen. In the future, I'll be able to provide you with X, Y, Z. When you talk about the future, you presume the present. So this is a trick I even do with chicks. Let's use dating as an example. If you're watching this and you don't have my PhD course, get it, because it's good. Very good. But I do this in the PhD course. So if you preempt the future, if you talking about the future, then you've already assumed the present. So if you're talking to somebody or you want to do some business with somebody and you got a business or whatever, and you want to sell them something, you talk about how it's going to affect things in the future. So let's take an example. Let's look at your ebook. I don't know. I'm just thinking something off the top of my head. Your $17 ebook on how to pick up girls. Girls. I'm going to draw a girl. There you go. She needs hair. Beautiful smile. So how do you preempt the future to make sure that they buy? So let's say you're talking to someone, they're not sure if they're going to buy or not. Well, then you talk about the future. You say, well, in the future, maybe we can go day gaming together. This is all pickup artist bullshit, but whatever. In the future, we can go day gaming together. Or in the future, if you're texting a girl and you're not sure exactly what to say, let me know. Or in the future, if you see a girl doing some of the things I point out in my ebook, send me examples because I can use them on my website. I'd really appreciate that. Talk about the future like he's already bought and digested the product. And that makes them far more likely to buy and digest your product. It's just, I do the same thing when I date girls. Oh, well, when we're married, how do I know how do I know you're not going to cheat? Fuck, I just met her. What do you mean married? Ha ha ha. If you're talking about when we're married, that's presuming I'm going to fuck you sooner or later because we're going to fuck before we get married. Presume the future. Presuming the future makes the present, you're setting you're setting what the present is going to be. You're saying this is what's going to happen now, so I know what's going to happen in the future. You can do exactly the same thing with business. So when I was selling TV advertising and I was talking to clients and I'm trying to close a small 19 grand deal, I'd be talking about 2 years when we're doing the 500 grand deals. So when I'm trying to close this, I'm talking about this. I'll be like, oh, well, in the future, well, in a few years, when we're launching the big campaigns, we can do the sponsorships. We can sponsor the before and after the programs. And when you're spending that kind of money, we'll also be able to have meetings directly with the channel, blah, 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 blah. And they're sitting there going, yeah, okay, yeah, sponsorships, yeah. Talking about all this imaginary shit to try and close this. Sell the future at all times. If you presume the future, it makes them more likely to buy now. And that's something that people don't do. Even for bullshit $17 ebooks, for television advertising, for websites, doesn't matter what it is. If I was trying to sell a new website for N2, I'd be talking about how 2 years later down the line, we can integrate a new back end with our website. Who knows? Who gives a shit? Talk about some fancy shit that's going to happen in the future. If you do that, you're more likely to sell now. That's super important. Don't talk about now. Back to the ebook. If you buy my ebook, you'll see what girls are texting you and you'll see why they mean it or why they're saying it. If you buy my ebook, you'll see why girls are saying what they say in text messages, as opposed to after you've seen my ebook and you see what these girls are saying, it's going to be exactly like I told you. And when they do it, screenshot it, send it to me because you're going to see. The future. Okay, after I have the ebook, then I'm going to know, he said I'm going to understand why they're doing it and I'm going to send it to him. You've already told him he has the ebook. Presume the future at all times. Very important.